Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy weekend. Today I went to a place that my friend Jerry told me to go after watching my Off the Hook poke video, and that was in regards to the ginger poke, and she said that this place also sells ginger poke, so we don't really know who started it first. She thinks they did. So it's called Kahiau Jerky Poke and Provisions. They're located in Chinatown off of Smith Street, I believe. Yes, Smith Street. And the best thing about it is there's a lot of street parking right in front on both sides of the road. It's a one-way road. Or you can go to the Smith Baratania parking lot, which is what I did and always do and always tell you to go do if you're going to Chinatown, because it's pretty, not empty, but there's lots of stalls. It's never ever crowded for me unless there's a big event, and it's super cheap parking. So I parked there instead and took a walk around, and it was only about 50 cents. So every time I go just to pick something up really quick, it's about 50 cents. So now I noticed after going to the other Chinese place, the Simply Szechuan, I parked on meter parking. I put in like more than 50 cents and it only gave you like 2 minutes for like even a quarter. It's like super expensive. So it's more of a deal to park at the municipal lot, I think. So we'll go over the food. I got the poke bowl, which is 2 choices of poke and a scoop of rice. And I also got the Hapa Poi. I was very lucky. I got the last one. They're pre-made and on top of the counter. And Hapa Poi is pretty much, she explained, sweet potato on the top and homemade poi on the bottom. So I'm excited to try that because I really do love homemade poi. We'll dig in. I got the cold ginger poke, like I mentioned, and their Kahiau special poke, which is pretty much a typical limu. It looks like a limu poke. I see a little bit of chili pepper flake in there, green onion, limu, and onion. So we'll try the special first. Super good. Seasoned just right, not too salty, not under seasoned. It's got a really nice fresh taste. Definitely not frozen. I don't think, anyway. And I like that chili pepper kind of hits you afterwards, but it's not too spicy, but you do taste it. But it kind of complements everything. It's not like spicy to the point where it's off-putting. I think if you're not into spice or spicy things, it wouldn't even be that hot to you. The red chilies are really fine, which is good because sometimes people just chop up Hawaiian chili peppers and there's chunks in there and you accidentally get a big piece and it's super hot. But this is kind of sprinkled all around, so it's evenly on every piece of poke. So let's dig into the cold ginger poke. I'm excited to try this one. It's got, I see roughly chopped ginger, green onion, and there's slices of onion in there. Not sure if there's garlic in there. There's something else finely chopped. But the other parts are roughly chopped, which give it that nice rustic feel, I think. I don't see any cilantro in here, but let's try it. That is super good. I think this has, if I dare say, more flavor than the other place. Really, really good. Fresh flavors. You can really taste the ginger and all the other herbs in here. Okay, let's try this Hapa Poi. I'm really excited about this. Just kind of give it a mix so that I can get both sides of the potato and the regular poi. Wow. I don't show much emotion, obviously. I'm pretty a dead person, but this is so good. I'm so glad I got the last one. That sweet potato gives it such a sweet taste. And you can definitely taste the freshness of the poi. That it's not, you know, from the bag or made in a mass-produced place. This is awesome and so silky and smooth, not chunky. I don't know what they did to it to make it, both of it, the potato and the poi, just very smooth, not chunky. Sometimes I like chunky poi, but this is like silk. Seriously. I am mind blown. This is good. I'm gonna dip my poke in here. Wow. I went at about, I think 11-ish, 11:30. They open at 10, I think. I'll put the hours in the details box when I really look at it, but around 10 or 10:30. And this was the last one. What I'm trying to just say is I didn't go very far into their hours. They weren't near closing or anything, and this was the last one. So if you want to try this, you got to go right at opening to make sure you grab one. Because I took the last one, it sold out. I'm a fan, and I should have bought more things. They also have dried aku, beef jerky, other things like that. Should have got some dry aku. Would have gone good with this poi. So going off subject, I didn't realize my Orlando boxer video kind of blew up. I guess a lot of people got a hold of it from the Philippines because he's from there. And they're all saying they're related to him. And that's awesome that he has family that cares. But hey, I'm going to be straight up. I'm a pretty busy person. I do these things really shortly on my days off, so I tried. I went there since I was going here because it's in Chinatown. And I probably walked around for an hour looking for him to check up on him and give phone numbers or whatever, and they wanted a message from him that I could video, and sorry, couldn't find him. But I have some friends that say that he's fine, so don't worry, they saw him last week. And he pretty much looks the same, so I don't know. Chinatown's huge, and I walked all over. And if he's walking around and I'm walking around, we're probably missing each other, so probably won't go back very often because I don't live near there, but maybe I'll try again in a month or so. So I did get some cool footage. Was testing out the DJI Pocket 2 with it, just doing walkarounds. And this is some footage from Chinatown. I also went through the markets while walking around looking for Orlando. And I was kind of tempted on buying some fresh seafood because there was such awesome seafood, but I really didn't want to be carrying bags around while walking and trying to do all these things. But maybe next time I'll go there. And there was like fresh clams, fresh shrimp. I know that's always there, but they had a lot of blue crabs. So I don't know if it's blue crab season. I like blue crabs. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, it's on sale right now in Chinatown. I was actually looking for some opihi because I saw some months ago, but none at that store that I saw during the summer. So I guess I don't know if they have a season or what, but not for sale this time. So bummers. They also said that they I'm going to go over some of the other things they sell other than poke. They have laolaos, and she said the laolaos were also already sold out. So definitely go early if you're looking for poi or laolao. They have chili pepper water, pickled onions, kimchi cucumber, beef jerky, all kinds like garlic, pepper, jerky, pipi kaula, Hawaiian trail mix, which is dried fish, opai, which is the little shrimp and cuttlefish mixed together, dried aku, and dried pepper ahi. So all kind of goodies that you can get from this place. I pretty much what do you call it, whacked everything, especially the poi. I had to break out my spoon to clean it out because nothing to waste. I have a little bit of cold ginger poke left. I'm so full, I think I ate too much poi, but definitely will save that for a snack. Everything was awesome, such delicious food. I am impressed, and thank you, Jerry, for suggesting Kahiau Poke and Provisions. Ugh, can't speak. So we'll go over the pros and cons. The pros are obviously delicious, awesome homemade food. You don't have to call it in. I don't think so. I walked in there and they pretty much like a poke place. Just scoop what you want and you're in and out. They do take credit cards. They have a square machine, so I used my card instead of just cash. What else? I think the work put into this, like the homemade poi, I mean, it was delicious. And the flavor and seasoning, just on point, very yummy. Because sometimes you can go to poke places and you're just like, okay, that's good, but whatever, you know. But this I would definitely come back to for sure if I'm craving poke and poi. And usually when I go to a poke place, I don't think about poi, even though it does go together. All these new pop-up poke places don't really offer poi. When I think of poke and poi, you would think of more old school places like Tamashiro Market or maybe Alicia's. They have poi. But nothing in terms of these new trendy places. And I wouldn't say this place is trendy at all. It's just kind of like a regular mom and pop hole-in-the-wall shop that is kind of fairly new. And it's no frills. You get your good food and you're out of there. Another good point of this place is the ladies. The ladies that run this place, they're such friendly, nice ladies that chatted with me for a little bit. So the service is great and they're very friendly and funny, so definitely support their little business. The cons, I don't have any cons really about the actual food or place, other than, you know, it might be expensive to some. A lot of people that watch me are looking for value sometimes, and I do show those sometimes, but whenever you go to a poke place or any Hawaiian food place, it's always going to be a little bit more expensive than your regular plate lunch place. So it is a little bit pricier, but definitely worth it to me if you're craving poke or Hawaiian food. Also, the parking may not be for some. Like I said, I always find parking easily, and I don't mind paying for municipal parking, but sometimes people don't like to pay, but it's very cheap. I mean, you can't go wrong. And like I said, there's lots of stalls in the front of Smith Street where they're located at. Some might be put off. There's some homeless people across by the Smith Baratania Park, but they don't really bother you, or they don't bother me anyway. And I don't feel unsafe or anything. And also their hours are short. It's 10 to 2, I believe. So they close early. So when you're there, nothing shady really happens. It's daytime and there's a lot of people out. So we'll go over the price. Because they use a square machine, I gotta use my receipt off my phone. And I'll separate it. For everything I paid $18.81 with tax. To break down everything, if you're not going to get the poi or vice versa, the poke bowls are 2 choices of poke and a scoop of rice. And that is $10.50. And the Hapa Poi was $5.12. And I think the poi is different because it's based off of weight. So it's kind of like already pre-priced. So it's got the price on here, just like as if you were to buy meat or something. They're all different prices. So, yeah, that's the price for my meal today. Wasn't so bad, actually, to me. I thought everything was worth every penny. So definitely check out Kahiau Poke and Provisions. Support this small little local business with friendly ladies that run it. They make delicious food. And, yeah, try it out. And, you know, if you're in a rush, 50 cents for parking. If you're not in a rush, it's like about $1 maybe for an hour of parking. You can go walk around first, check out Chinatown, buy some seafood or vegetables, produce, whatever, and then head on to Kahiau after to get your lunch because it's right next to that parking garage. And until another food adventure, I'll see you next time. If you like this video, press the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you're looking for other places to eat on the island of Oahu, check out my other videos of other restaurants and food trucks that I go to and check out every weekend. And I'll see you again. Take care and peace out.